two of your big topics that you dive in a lot on are obviously relationship with food, but body image as well.
Hmm.
Why, maybe this is more of an opinion-based answer than scientific one. Why do you think that there's such a crossover between the two things? Why is it so common that somebody with a poor relationship with food will end up with or have a bad body image about themselves as well?
So it is probably opinion, but also we see this in most of the clients we work with, and we do have research that backs this up, right? If somebody has a poor relationship with food, they probably also have a poor body image. They struggle with how they perceive themselves. They worry about what others will think about what they look like. They've got low self-confidence. Maybe they are basing their worth and happiness on a certain body type. And the reason that's often the case is because people directly correlate the food they do or don't eat with the size of their body. And there's no denying there's links, right? I am an evidence-based nutritionist. I understand energy balance, calories in, calories out. But also, have you ever seen the obesity systems map?
No, should I? I'm gonna.
Yeah, it's anybody listening, just go onto Google, pop it in, and look at the picture that comes up. So the picture that comes up is all of the different things that can impact the shape and size of somebody's body. The obesity systems map is something the government have had access to since 2011, which is why it baffles me the shit they come out with to tackle obesity, like calories on menus. But it's got all the different areas and factors that influence somebody's body weight. So it is linked to obesity, but I would rather we looked at it from a health perspective
Mm.
and thought about these are the potential barriers in the way of somebody improving their health. So food, calories, energy in, energy out. When people look at the obesity systems map, there's about 400 different points on it, and energy balance is one. So, this is not me disputing that the food we eat has an impact on the shape and size of our body, but it's not that simple and straightforward. Um, and again, when people struggle with their body image, they are probably telling themselves, well, if I control the food that goes in my mouth, I can achieve the body of my dreams. But then the fitness industry, unfortunately, can reinforce that message at times
Mm.
when we've got coaches running 6 week shreds to win a cash prize and then everyone does a photo shoot at the end. Or, I've got nothing against fat loss coaches. We support some of our clients with fat loss. I've actually got nothing against coaches doing photo shoots with their clients if that's what they want to do. But it's that messaging that your worth and value as a human, your happiness is at the end of a calorie deficit. Because what we often find in people who struggle with their body image, they've been in the smaller body or they've been in a more muscular body, but they still weren't happy at that point. And body image is how we see ourselves and view ourselves rather than our physical body. And day to day, some of our clients, when they start with us, they wake up one morning feeling all right. And then they wake up the next day feeling like a fat, useless piece of shit. And your body doesn't change that quickly. And even if it did, you aren't a fat, useless piece of shit.
Yeah, right.
But people who struggle with their body image have worse health outcomes. So often, people have gone on a health and fitness journey and they've wanted to improve their body composition, which is fine. And then somewhere along the way, they have got swept up in that success with health and fitness is looking a certain way. And then body image worsens. We actually see this on a lot of the studies that we have. When people get to a certain point with body composition, they are focusing more on their physical appearance. They may be weighing themselves daily, checking for abs in the mirror, or they're comparing their body to a previous body or other people's bodies. So they're body checking more. So that heightens their perception of their physical appearance and they start finding more problems.
Yeah.
Like I last dieted, it was either 3 or 4 years ago, I can't remember, and I remember looking at a little bit of fat on my hip and thinking, oh, I wonder if that'll go. Well, that bit of fat had never been a problem before. And I'd done all my studying and had a great relationship with food and a great body image, but that still was a thought in my head. So, you know, if people aren't starting from a healthy place with food and a healthy place with their body, then it can be a very slippery slope.